And we are live. Hello, everyone. Namaskara. Because it's an RCB match, we have to speak in Kannada a little. And Sparsh is on the way to learn some Kannada other than knowing E Sala Cup Namde.
Namdu.
Oh, Namdu. Wow. You know what's the new tag? E Salanu Cup Namde.
Okay. What does this
Okay.
mean?
Means this year also it's us.
E salanu cup namde.
So the just addition is nu.
No.
E
Okay.
Salanu Cup Namde. Okay.
Great.
ठीक है. How are you, sir? Welcome all. Thank you for joining. I know we changed the time from 6 p.m. to 2:30, and we can't tell you why as of now. Only Sparsh knows why we are doing this. But hope you all are fine. We were supposed to come live on RCB versus Hyderabad match too, but then I was in a no network zone, and because of it, Sparsh couldn't join either. So sorry about that, but we will be regular now from now on every RCB match day. So this is an RCB match day show. How is Sparsh? Since RCB has started on a winning note, I want to hear your thoughts about how the match went of RCB versus Hyderabad. Are you confident enough now कि कुछ आपका परसेंटेज बढ़ा हुआ थोड़ा कि जीत सकते हैं इस बार? I know I'll come to other teams which are performing really well. Kevin Peterson though has not even kept RCB in the who can win or top 4. I think top 4 में भी नहीं रखा उसने, I think.
Okay.
So let's see. How are you? How is it going? Where are you these days?
I'm great. I'm in my college in Jaipur, and yeah, last game was good. पहला innings में थोड़ा देख नहीं पाया because my Hotstar sort of was giving me problems. But I watched the second innings and Virat Kohli in a run chase. You know what's going to happen, right? That's exactly what happened. But the way Devdutt Padikkal batted was phenomenal. Not for a single ball did he feel out of place. He was hitting it like he was in sublime form, and he has been in great form in domestic cricket as well. And as I've been saying since last season, he will play a quietly pivotal role at number 3 once again for RCB this year, because he is sort of the bridge between the end of the power play and the early middle overs. You can't afford a slow down over there, and Patikal is sort of bridging that gap very well right now. And another good positive was Rajat Patidar form, because he did not come into the IPL with great form, and the way he batted also was quite refreshing to watch. So from a batting point of view, all is good, but the bowling post power play is still a bit of a concern, especially in the absence of Josh Hazelwood.
What are you saying? I thought you were going to say we somehow managed it pretty well with the Duffy. I also couldn't catch much, but I saw the highlights and also the replay of the whole thing. And I was thinking of you most of the times. One is you had doubts on Rajat Patidar, and second, I think you also mentioned about bowling without Hazelwood, how we will come across, and but I think batting looks really, really good. The way everyone, and I agree with Devdutt Padikkal. I also see that I am the one who always was not okay he being last season, because the intent was always missing.
Yep,
Right,
yep.
there was never a doubt in the talent, because the first season he played for RCB was similar. He tried to go after, he used to give those starts. But this time when I was following him in few matches in Ranji also, he looked like there was an intent and not as slow as possible. However, since you have mentioned the bowling, I felt personally more than Hazelwood's miss. I think somewhere middle overs we are struggling with Suresh not up to the mark. Again, as I say, Suresh is for me hit or miss. मतलब अच्छा किया तो अच्छा किया, नहीं किया तो नहीं किया. And I think he got lucky with that wicket also. And thanks to Salt, it was like those 2-3 catches were brilliant. Though many people have an issue with that was a 6. But again, in another angle, it shows he clearly didn't touch the thing. So, but so to go forward with the match, or today's match especially, I want to address few comments here. See, so I'm assuming Roy says The concern is Shepherd shouldn't be forced to bowl 4 overs. That's a worry. We get Kishan was sensational versus our two spinner. See, I was going to bring Shepherd in our CSK versus RCB conversation or going forward. But since it's come up, let's start off with Shepherd. See, my opinion is I think uh, Shepherd is a luxury right now in this team. In what terms? Because if other batsmen are not playing well, I think Shepherd still is a good viable option. But with the way we are batting till Tim David, post that also Krunal, I still feel and his bowling, yes, he took wickets, but we saw how the bowling was. Let's not kid ourselves. If you see the bowling stats, you will be like, "Ha, isne 3-4 wicket le liya." But do you think? Of course, I think they'll go with Shepherd again this season, today's match also. But do you think there is a space for Bethel to come instead of Shepherd? But because I saw Bharat also mentioning he's looking really good on the nets, Bethel. So what do you think? I know we or both of us know that he's going to play well. But do you think is he a luxury right now or is he a viable option going forward?
At the moment, I will not think of dropping him for Bethel because, see, entirely different roles, right? Shepherd is your power hitter at number 7, number 8, extending, the batting depth, and that's what he does. And I don't think there is a better finisher in terms of power hitting than Romario Shepherd at the moment. And remember what he did to CSK last year. So I will not think of dropping him at the moment. I agree that his bowling definitely is a concern. He cannot be bowling 2 overs at the death, but I think he will not bowl anyway once Hazelwood is back. So because Duffy is more of a new ball bowler, you can get an over out of him at the death at max, but he is more of a new ball bowler. And I think, as Sam Roy rightly pointed out, his plans against Abhishek were spot on. And there was this concern in the World Cup where his lengths were a bit off, but now under Andy Flower, he's back to his natural hit the deck bowling. And that's exactly what he shall be doing as well, especially at the Chinnaswamy, where you have that assistance of a hard length. So I don't think that they will drop Romario, but yeah, he cannot be bowling 4 overs day in, day out. He shall not be your death bowler. But yeah, I don't think they will drop him at the moment. But at the same time, I feel Romario can be smartly used for an over or two somewhere in the middle because I feel like he is deceptively fast. Like you will expect his ball to be like 125 kph, but you will actually he bowls at 135, 138, and he is deceptively fast and he is hitting the pitch a bit harder as well. I noted this last season as well. So I think he can be smartly used for an over or two here and there. He got a year out in the final, but yeah, I don't think he shall be dropped at the moment.
Perfect. I think my lag has started in my laptop. You will see a lag
Same.
of my video. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but yeah, there is a video lag. StreamYard.
Now is it better? Yeah, it's back.
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is I agree with you, man. Even like I think Andy Flower played a huge role, and many people mentioned it also on Twitter. I think the other day, saying the Duffy's lengths are suddenly different than what he bowled in World Cup. Let's straight away jump into today's match. Last year, did RCB beat CSK in Chinnaswamy?
Yes, we did.
Correct. So this year, this is the only match we're playing against CSK this season.
Yep.
Right? We are not playing in Chepauk. I'm sure they're scared because the whatever the what do you call it was broken last year. Last year when we played there and we won, उसके बाद सब वहाँ पे जाके जीतने लगे. Somehow that ground value suddenly dropped. So since I feel it's really sad for even an IPL tournament to just have one match of RCB versus CSK, because by default it's considered a Southern Derby, and one of the most viewed matches along with other matches of MI versus RCB or MI versus CSK, and it's a sad. I don't know whoever took this stupidest marketing decision or whatever this the plotting the matches, because having one CSK versus RCB match in a tournament like IPL is stupidity for me. However, so how are you feeling today? Where do you see us? And I expected CSK to win last match. with after scoring so much. So
Hmm.
where do you see how are you feeling about the match today, and especially it's happening in Chinnaswamy, and do you see any changes happening in RCB team either?
For a change, I feel good before this game. Generally, it is RCB fans praying, but I think role reversal hua hai thoda sa. We have won three out of our last three games against CSK. We have won two out of two at Chinnaswamy, the last two games, and I mean we look like a very settled unit, whereas CSK is still trying to find their combination. They are searching for a win, like how you search for your lost remote under the sofa. So they're trying out things, and they're trying to search for a win as well. But yeah, I think we are better positioned, absolutely no doubt about it, and I feel a lot better. I think I'll go 65-35 towards RCB before the game today.
Wow, can you hear me? Yeah, I
Yeah,
muted
yeah, yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Now, see, let's address, as you said, they're looking for a win.
Hmm.
But do you see any issue happening in Chennai team right now? I
Hmm.
saw Stephen Fleming suggesting, again there's a lag, but please accommodate guys. Stephen Fleming suggesting this is no more a finisher job kind of a format. Everyone has to go from ball one, and
Hmm.
the idea is to reach 200 plus 240. Uh,
Hmm.
so my question is, if you look at the middle order with Sarfaraz, with Prashant Veer and other players, do you see a problem there? Why do you feel RCB's, of course RCB's lineup is better, it's a home advantage and all is there, but Chennai has always performed well in Chinnaswamy. Let's not forget that. Dhoni's factor might go away, but there's a psychological factor because the crowd will be equal today, because it's closer to, it's not going to be a sea of red. It's never been
Yeah.
a sea of red when Chennai plays. So my question is, what is the problem going on with CSK as of now in the last two matches that you have watched?
I think there are quite a few things. Number one, tactically, um, I have no idea why Prashant Veer, first of all, did not play in the first game. And second, even when he played, he did not bowl. That made no sense to me because there was a definite matchup against the two Punjab openers, Priyan Sharia and Prab Simran Singh, to bowl spin against them. They bowled pace, Khalil Ahmed बहुत मार खाया. So they have been tactically off, number one. Number two, as you talked about the middle order, in the absence of Devold Brevis, you look at their batting after Shivam Dubey, you suddenly have Karthik Sharma at number six, Prashant Veer at number seven. That lower order just does not inspire confidence. In the few balls which Prashant Veer batted in the last game, he did not really appear comfortable. उसको constantly back of a length bowling किया गया था. He was not able to hit it, and he looked very ordinary to say the least. So if Chennai is thinking that they will get away with Karthik Sharma, Prashant Veer in the lower order finishing games for them, I think that's too big of a ask of two 19-year-olds. क्या age है वो लोग का, and they don't have any kind of experience, and they haven't appeared as convincing. Karthik Sharma, ideally, he should be batting somewhere in the top four because he plays spin well, but the top four is already packed. And even in the top four, I feel like Ayush Mahatre ideally should be opening with Ruturaj Gaikwad at number three, but Gaikwad has moved up to the top of the order. Suddenly, the two batters whom you're banking on for big seasons, they are paired up at the top against new ball movement. और इस tournament में हमने देखा है that there has been a bit of swing in the air. I don't know why suddenly ये हो रहा है. Have they changed the balls which they are using or what they are doing? I don't know. But there has been a bit of swing in almost every game. And suddenly you have both Gaikwad and Samson opening. दोनों में से कोई एक भी out हो गया, and you feel like you are in trouble. So ideally, I want them to play Gaikwad at three, Mahatre at to open with Samson, and then follow up. Brevis आएगा, थोड़ा better हो जाएगा team. धोनी के आने से maybe the pace hitting towards the end will get a bit better, but overall the team is not exactly in a good shape. Plus, their bowling has looked really toothless in the last couple of games.
Do you think Brevis is playing today? I thought he's out because of side strain.
I don't think so. Crickbuzz कहता है खेलेगा, Cricinfo कहता है नहीं खेलेगा, so I don't know, but I'm not too sure. मुझे लगता नहीं है खेलेगा.
See, again, as you said, currently, as I see, again, it's just the sample size is just two matches. and we can't come to a conclusion based on that. However,
Absolutely.
in that team, I feel currently with what we see, only Matre looks in good touch. And Samson is very unpredictable. I feel if he gets going, he gets going. If he doesn't, and like last two matches, it's still not performed. Ruturaj doesn't seem good, and Safraz, I understand he's lost weight, he looks much better, but again, there is no firepower as such. And as we discussed in the first show of ours, I think there's too many Achilles heels in the team.
Yep.
Going forward, asking before I address Roy's question here, so will we play the same 11? I don't think Hazelwood starts today, though I saw Bharat reporting saying he had a 1 hour session. So, do you think we go with the same playing 11? And does toss become very crucial today also? Or because of we are facing this Chennai team, it becomes irrelevant? I'm not trying to be condescending, but I feel this Chennai team still, there are a lot of youngsters. They're new to this kind of pressure, and the crowd they will face in Chinnaswamy will not be same as what they faced in Punjab or something. It's not,
Yep.
because 35,000 sounds like 70,000 people in this stadium. So, what do you think RCB will go with? And if we win the toss, what's the thing? And I'll ask you the bowling part later, but where do we go from here?
See, I think team more or less will remain the same. The only change which they can think of is उसका नाम क्या है? Abhinandan Singh, right? I did not watch him too much क्योंकि मेरा Hotstar का कुछ problem आ रहा था, but he is not. I'm thinking कि what variety is he bringing to the attack? You already have a Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Abhinandan, he looks like a similar type of a bowler. Height भी उतना ही है, right arm pacer है, ज़्यादा pace भी नहीं है उतना कोई, and from what I've read, domestic में वो थोड़ा नए ball के साथ swing कराता है. So I'm thinking, is he bringing anything different to this attack? Can they maybe bring Mangesh Yadav in? Because Ruturaj Gaikwad has a clear issue against left arm pace in the power play. Mangesh Yadav वहाँ पे काम आ सकता है. Or can they bring Rasid Salam? I understand कि Rasid Salam ने last season ज़्यादा कुछ खेला नहीं था, but he can be useful. At least he brings some kind of a variety or a different dimension to the attack with his slower ones and what he can do in the middle overs. Because I'm thinking कि सरफराज को क्या पसंद है? Sarfaraz loves pace on the ball, which he can use to play behind the stumps in the V behind. If you take pace off against Sarfaraz, does he have the power to actually hit in front, in the V in front? तो वहां पे I'm thinking क्या रसिक सलाम काम आ सकता है? Can he bowl wide outside off to Shivam Dube from that point of view? But I don't think they will make too many changes. I think they will go with Abhinandan Singh and the team will remain the same.
See, this was this was main. Even I was surprised when I saw 11 on first day. Abhinandan is playing, but I think with the reports coming and others saying maybe they liked him in the nets, they liked him in the practice matches, because apparently he took Virat Kohli's wickets and all twice,
Yeah.
I think. So
Twice.
somewhere they must have given it freedom. But again, I was surprised not to see Mangesh, because see, one is, as you said, what is he bringing different? For me, the main difference of being a left arm pacer and a right arm pacer is a huge difference. The angle, the different, everything changes the moment a left arm comes, and it's always a threat. You take any team, if they have a left arm pacer, whether it is what's that guy's name? Your favorite from South Africa? I think he's playing for SRH. The tall guy who's an all rounder also now.
Marco Jansen.
Yeah, Jansen. If you take Trent Bolt, you take. See, they always add that that left hand dimension and the angle to it. But I, as you said, I also think they'll go with the same team. I hope we win the toss because I want to chase. I don't trust Chennai here. I've had very bad trauma where we were winning till 15th, 16th over, and then Dhoni came and finished it off in last 4 overs. Before we go forward, there are a few comments. Let's take those. And there is a question by Roy saying, if Hazel was fully fit and raring to go, can RCB play both Hazelwood and Duffy and rest one of David and Shepherd and play Venki Iyer? I'll let Sparsh take over this question, because personally I feel it's way too many changes and I don't think we'll do this. But what do you think of this idea?
if you want to play both Hazelwood and Duffy together, I think that can be a possibility if you're batting first, because then you can use impact sub wala rule. Don't include Romario Shepherd in the team. If needed, bring him in. If not, you can always sub Jacob Duffy in, and then you can have Hazelwood and Duffy together. But if you're bowling first, will you want to take that risk of not playing Romario and going with these two early on, and then bringing in Venkatesh Iyer, because वहाँ पे एक role overlap होगा. Iyer भी number 3 पे खेलता है. Even Devdutt Padikkal bats at number 3. So there will be a bit of a role overlap over there. But if you are batting first, and if you don't feel the need to use Romario Shepherd, then you can always bring in Jacob Duffy and go with him in the second innings, and play both the overseas quicks, is what I feel.
Perfect. Again, the StreamYard has chosen to lag me again. However, let's address Sunai's question. The good thing about CSK, unlike KKR, SRH, and GT, is that they're getting better bit by bit. Matre finding a DDP type role. Sarfraz has a clear role and good backing. Dubey is in form. What do you think? I agree with the fact that they are better than KKR and SRH. GT, I'm not sure, because I think GT played really well yesterday. It's just took the heroics of our Tushar Deshpande and your favorite, what's his name? The captain.
Riyan Parag.
Captain का नाम क्या है? Riyan Parag का daring act as a captain worked, I think. But I think still GT played really well yesterday. Yes, of course. What do you think? I think, again, I think we have already spoken about the Matre and Sarfraz and Dubey. Dubey, again, plays a key role. I don't know. I'm not sure of this. Last one, Mangeshwar Abhinandan. But if spinners go for plenty, Mangesh is also expensive. That means Shepherd again bowls 4. Okay. And
by the way, I just want to come back to what Sunay's comment, the earlier one on Mahatre. Because I wanted to talk about Mahatre over here again. If you look at it in the last game, RCB, they constantly bowled back of a length. That is where Duffy targeted Abhishek, Travis said, even Bhuvneshwar Kumar, sab log na back of a length dal rahe the. And that is where Mahatre will be very important for CSK, because he absolutely smashes short balls. वो रोहित शर्मा type का player है. उसको shot डालोगे वो मारेगा. I just have the numbers as well. Against hard lengths in IPL 2025, his strike rate since 2025 is 240.65. 240, okay, which is well clear of the next best, pata nahi kaun hai, at 210. And he attacks 85% of the hard length balls which he faces. He is very strong of short length balls. और last season एक trend था कि short ball पे तो कभी out ही नहीं हुआ था. Hard length पे his average was around 55-60. Good length पे और कम हुआ, full length पे और भी कम हो गया. So his average was declining as you moved fuller and fuller. Can Bhuvneshwar Kumar try and bowl it full, swing one in, and bowl full instead of bowling short to him, in spite of what the venue suggests? Chinnaswamy, ideally you want to sit on that 5 to 8 meter length, because that has worked well. But against Mahatre, I am not too sure. And it is very important for CSK, because last season in the power play against short balls, the entire team averaged under 20 until Mahatre came, and he was a fresh breath of air of breath. Kya bolte hai, pata nahi. And so he will be important today because of the venue and because of RCB's plans, what we saw in the last game, and Jacob Duffy.
Perfect. Now, last one before I go to the next part of the show. What do you mean by GT played well? Sundar, Philip, Shahrukh, Tewatia, all from. Sorry, sir. My bad. No, when I say GT played well, it was in comparison to KKR and SRH. I personally feel KKR and SRH are playing really, really bad cricket, because obviously there are weaknesses in their bowling or etc. Of course, there are players. See, I feel T20 has moved away from that aspect of one or two player or certain players or all players playing well. Rashid's, and I think who was the other person with him? There was someone else who played well. So Rashid and someone else's innings, if Rashid had not, it was a matter of that shot going to 6 or a catch last over for me. So Rashid's and that person's innings played a huge role again. So they are. So the problem for GT is come back because they've never invested in a good middle order batsman. I feel it's always top order. They were see Gill was missed again. टॉप ऑर्डर अच्छा है, उनका bowling थोड़ा अच्छा है, बीच में थोड़ा थोड़ा 20 runs always been the case. They've only contributed here and there, and I think that's why they'll not go anywhere far for me personally. Going forward, let's go push forward. So CSK हो गया, RCB हो गया. Now, just before we wind up the show with next 5 minutes, who do you think will win the match? Don't say base. You have said already 65-35. Will toss be crucial in terms of who wins the match? Because I think maybe I'm wrong. Other than yesterday's match, which was brilliant, match, I don't think majority of the matches have been on batting side favored. It's all more like very rarely which went to that that last over, last ball kind of a IPL, that crunching moment. So do you think toss, first one is who's going to win? Second, will toss be crucial again in Chinnaswamy to win? And who's your key player for RCB and who will be a key player for CSK? You can't take Matres and Virat Kohli's name because I think they are the most popular ones. Before we wind up, also we'll be speaking about Virat Kohli in the end because I want to talk about Virat Kohli. So, what do you think? How will this match go? And who will as I said, someone said I'm scared of Khalil today. I'm always scared of him when he plays against us. So my point is there are few players मुझे देख के लगता है कि भाई RCB के सामने अच्छा खेलेंगे लोग. So Samson also I'm very scared of today. So what my question is, hi Golak, thanks for joining in. So my question is very simple. Who's that bowler will for CSK? Who might be the thorn in the whatever you call it? And all stages all yours.
I'll say Akil Hussain if he plays. He can. He definitely should play. I feel Prashant Veer se bowling kara nahi rahe. Bring him in. They anyway played with I think 3 overseas players in the last game. You have a spot. Bring him in. Matt Henry को शायद निकालो. उसकी जगह Overton को लाओ. That team will look a bit better because Overton, I understand he is not the best bowler, but even Matt Henry ने कुछ नहीं किया है IPL में. Not just this season, but in the years in which he has played in the IPL, कुछ भी नहीं किया है. I don't know why. नए बॉल के साथ he is a very good bowler. थोड़ा सा मदद मिलेगा. He can be a decent bowler, but पता नहीं अभी तक कुछ किया नहीं है उसने. So you can bring in Overton, and Overton can he actually helps your lower order as well because he is a pace hitter. कुछ तो ability लेके आता है वो. In the current setup, वहाँ पे there is a big gap in the lower order. There is a yellow colored gap क्योंकि धोनी नहीं है वहाँ पे. तो Overton you need him, and also at the Chinnaswamy because hard lengths work. उस पूरे लाइनअप में केवल एक ओवर्टन है जो कि वो हार्ड लेंथ डाल सकता है. So actually bring in Overton, play Akil Hussain, make him bowl in the power play because I don't think you can bowl pace to Virat Kohli in the power play in the current form. Akil Hussain को लाओ, power play में bowling कराओ, but Khalil Ahmed can be a threat against Phil Salt because Phil Salt against left-handed bowlers in the power play since 2025 is averaging under 25, but against right-handed bowlers that goes up to 69. So left arm pacer ke samne he has struggled a bit, whereas Khalil Ahmed, he has struggled against left-handed batters and he has been very good against right-handed batters. So Khalil versus Phil Salt in the power play, Akil Hussain versus Virat Kohli in the power play, 2 battles I want to watch. And Baki, what was your question? Who will the toss play? Yeah, I just went somewhere else, right?
I know. Yes. Will the toss be crucial again today?
Exactly. Will the toss be crucial? Abhi tak, I don't think we have seen Dew anywhere in the tournament. Although Chinnaswamy ka record raha hai ki I think in the last 3 games 200 plus has been chased down in all the 3 games, and out of the last 6 games 4 have been won by the team batting second. So you want to go forward and chase, especially because RCB, I feel like they are a good chasing unit as well. With Virat Kohli in there, Jitesh Sharma ne, the way he performed in the last season in that game against LSG, I think. So yeah, win the toss, bowl first, and yeah, who will win? I told you, RCB. I'm backing them.
So there are few comments before we speak about the king. Surfer, one second. Yeah, so MVE, I don't know your name. Please leave your name down. Thank you guys for engaging in the comment section. With I like the way you guys are talking to each other, which is good. Even if you don't talk to each other, us it's fine as long as you're talking to each other. Akil Hussain is a CS thread agreeing. Thank you so much. Sunai says again the last four will be bowled by who? Overton and
Last
Khalil is
four.
what he says. I
अच्छा, of
think for
CSK.
Chennai. Yeah, yeah.
That's a big
Answer.
problem. They can play
I know.
anyone, कोई नहीं डाल सकता वहाँ पे.
Khalil and Kamboj maybe. Then Roy says 100% agree on Overton over Henry and Akil. Sunai says again two one-dimensional. Then four from Kamboj and up top at four at the end. Then last Roy says again Noor's googly against Kohli is 50-50. Interesting.
I think Kohli has played Noor Ahmed
Perfect.
very well.
Since
Just want to touch upon Kohli versus Noor ka
I'm lagging
matchup.
you, continue.
Yeah. So Kohli has
Yeah, yeah.
played Noor very well, and of late, I think he has started picking spinners better off the hand. So I am not too concerned about Noor versus Kohli. And Sunay's comment about being two one-dimensional, four from Kamboj and Khalil up top, I don't think they shall do that. Play Akil Hussain and bowl Akil and Khalil up top. Use an over of Kamboj to close out the power play, and then use Kamboj in the middle and towards the end. That's what I think they shall do. And death bowling में they don't have a solution. Nathan Ellis के जाने के बाद किसी को भी खिला लो वहां पे काम नहीं आएगा. Maybe they can bowl one over of Noor. They can keep an over of Noor Ahmed towards the end. अगर पाटीदार नहीं है तो उससे एक ओवर डला दो. That's what they can do.
Perfect. Since we are closer to the end of the show, let's talk about the king. See, I know many will say that uska catch drop ho gaya, that's how he got a chance and this. But I have to say something here because many, including Sparsh in our last podcast, mentioned this. Seen few other. Nikhil also mentioned it on Twitter. A good shout out to him. That Virat Kohli is going to go berserk this year, and we might not see this thing. I think I somehow never agreed, but then again, the data nerds know better, so I keep quiet. But see, I felt during his practice sessions, many of them kept reporting saying he's being very aggressive, he's playing very a lot of shots, and he's going after the thing. But I think once the match came in, the man with his wisdom was there. He, especially when DDP was playing, he just didn't try to go hard. He just stayed. He said, "You said." And the moment we lost, I think we lost quick wickets, the man just unleashed his strike rate, And how much ever I talk about him, it's waste of time because he doesn't deserve us to be talking. I really feel he should make a comeback to Test cricket. I don't think cricket has left him. I am very honest because the man is playing so well in one day. The man is playing so well in T20. I don't see a effing because me beep nahi hona chahiye na, effing reason for him to not play Test cricket too. Because I understand if you are struggling like a Dhoni or if you're struggling like someone else when they ended their career. But man, this man reminds me how he was playing 2-3 years back, and the way he looks good. If I think, and you can make out he's very happy in a very happy space, and shots to baat hi na kare to acha hai. Especially that six of Ishan Malinga. Bhai Saab, I feel that six is more for me. It's better than if you leave out the occasion of World Cup. I think that shot was better than Rob's six for me. Because there is no way in this world I would have imagined someone just doing that and it went so. It's like makhan, So how was watching your King live on TV? Let's go talk about it and we'll see about it.
Live on TV. I've been trying to get tickets at Chinnaswamy. कोई नहीं दे रहा है. Anyway, see, the point you brought up initially about not agreeing with that he will go bang 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 and he will actually go berserk this season. I just want to sort of make one modification to my comment, or rather add what was not what I left in the last video. I think he will adopt that approach when RCB bat first. In a run chase, Virat Kohli ko pata hai, he goes in that cruise mode wherein he will just keep batting depending upon the situation and he will finish the game. But when he is batting first is when I want to see. That's when I feel like we might see scores like 24 of 10 or 70 of 32, 200 plus strike rate innings. That's when I feel he will go absolutely berserk, because there is every reason to. You bat deep, acha team hai, you are in great form, you have monkey off the shoulder, as he talked in the video with Mr. Nags. I think he will adopt that approach whenever RCB bats first. Chasing में he'll keep playing the way he does. मुझे ऐसा लगता है. Coming back to test cricket is a big call. I too believe that he has red ball cricket left in him, despite all those outside off concerns. But I don't think he will ever take that route. He is not Shahid Afridi. वो नहीं करेगा ये सब काम.
ये कौन है सईद अजमल?
शाहिद अफरीदी. हाँ, वो नहीं
मुझे
करेगा.
सईद अजमल sounds like a terrorist name.
अरे come on.
No, I also agree he might not come back because tattoo के उस 269 के ऊपर tattoo भी बनवा लिया उसने. I think is it a rumor? I don't know. It's truth. He's covering up.
तो बनाया है. I don't know 269.
I think he's covering it up. Anyways, perfect. So we predict an RCB win, and I personally feel it will be a very easy, comfortable win today against CSK, and because I don't see this CSK has any teeth in that. Nor they have Dhoni's psychological factor, nor they have Jadeja or any kind of bowling X factor either. Yes, there are few here and there good players and threats, but I feel it should be easy for RCB. Even if we bat first, I think it should be easy for us. Like it will take a lot of some magic from CSK to come out winning. Thank you, Sparsh, for joining. I hope RCB wins, and we will be joining again. When is the next match? RCB ka?
पता नहीं यार, देखा नहीं schedule.
No idea. So very good. That's how we are prepared for this. And just to put in there, I had spoken about this on the backstage before we wind up. Last 1 minute, Kevin Peterson doesn't even have RCB in top 4, or I don't know if he says top 4 or who will win. Who looks more stronger to win this time? He has RR, he has Punjab, he has two other teams. I don't DC. Then he has one more team. I was surprised looking at it, but when I saw in the comment section, he suggests that if Hazelwood is the big factor. Somehow I feel we are putting too much footage on Hazelwood. I know his importance, but I still feel I agree. As of today, I still agree DC looking very strong. Punjab is looking very strong. Rest I'm not sure. But what do you think of KP?
KP? पता नहीं. I don't think he is a very good analyst of the game, but he sort of still sounds good in the comm box because उसका आवाज वैसा है, and he is a decent commentator, but he's not a good analyst of the game is what I feel. But yeah,
good.
See, everyone has their own opinions. The top 4 which he took, I think Punjab, RR, DC और MI, ये 4 नाम लिया था.
Yeah.
And I think these are all good enough teams to be in contention. ये 4 नाम मैंने भी लिए थे in the previous show, along with RCB staying in contention. So I think 4 out of these 5 और एक और कोई team जोड़ लो, 4 out of those 6 will maybe make it through.
I agree completely, Mr. Sparsh. A big shout out to my friend Kushal Anjanappa, with whom I started this podcast. First episode was with him when we did RCB versus CSK last season, and we won the match. So thanks for being a good omen, Kushal. Namaskara, Chanagidira. I don't know if he's watching also. He's just commented, abused me, and he's gone. Le matlab abe types. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. It's been fun. It's always been fun with Sparsh. Yes, Abhijit couldn't join us. Today we will be coming back again on the next RCB match. Tune in. We'll be joining at 6 p.m. that day. Today, since it was a double header, and maybe I might go to stadium to watch the cricket. So I hope I take some big good omen to the stadium, because when I saw the last match, it was CSK versus RCB. Guess which match was this?
Oh, qualification wala.
नहीं, सिर्फ
तो
6, I think we played 6 overs or 8 overs. वो रेन आया था, बारिश आया था और जीत गए हम.
बहुत पुराना है क्या?
Oh, बहुत पुराना.
Ah,
So there was a rain match. I think we played only 6 or 8 overs
अच्छा,
and we scored 90 odd runs or something and we won the match.
कुछ याद तो आ रहा
So
है.
that
हाँ हाँ.
so that was my last match of the stadium. I'm not gone. And thank you, Sai. Thank you, Sunay, for always joining. Thank you, Golar. See my Kushal, last one. Always here to see CSK gets rolled over. See the Bangalore people, we know. Isala Cup Namde. Yes, on this note, yes, see, Sunay remembers Gale man of the match, 2015.
2015, yeah. हाँ.
तेरे से अच्छा है Sunay data में. So,
Sunay,
anyways,
memory is great. I'm telling you, I know him.
so Sai Isala Nu Cup Namde, not just
Isala
Isala
knew,
Cup
yeah.
Namde.
I learned it today.
Thank you, Sparsh. Great
Thank
see
you.
having you always, and it was fun. Hope to see you soon, and hope we win the match. And please follow him on Twitter. I'm sure you guys have already followed. If you're not following, please check the description. I would have leave his handle. He goes, there's a lot of insights, and he gets retweeted by Akash Chopra and all these days.
Sure.
As long as he does well, I'm very happy for him. Few things are always right. Some things I don't agree with him. We have always this battle with regarding DDP, our Harshit Rana and all. But it's all in fun banter. Thank you guys for joining in. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Namaskara. Isalanu
you.
Cup Namde. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.